We are using numbers in our day-to-day life, such as counting money, time, things, and so on. Let's have a sense of all the types of numbers that exist and make sure we understand their characteristics. To do this, look at the taxonomy of numbers. Set of all numbers is at the top while prime numbers is at the bottom of this chain. It means all the numbers that exist is the collection of these subcategories. Let's start with complex numbers. Complex numbers are made up of real numbers and imaginary numbers and are expressed in the form of a plus ib, where a, b are real numbers and I is an imaginary number. For example, 3 plus 2i is a complex number. Now come to the real numbers. A number whose square is either positive or 0 is called a real number. Or we can say real numbers are probably all the ones you were thinking of. Real numbers are divided into two subcategories, rational and irrational numbers. Irrational numbers are those who cannot be expressed in the form of p by q form, such as under root 2, under root 3, pi are irrational numbers and are also called non-terminating, non-recurring decimal numbers. Rational numbers are those who can be expressed in the form of p by q form, where this denominator q is not 0. Rational numbers are broadly classified into two categories, fractions and integers. Fractions are like 5 by 3, negative 16 by 2. The numerator and denominator should be integers, but overall this fraction is referred as non-integer. Integers can also be called fractions with denominator of 1. Integers are divided into negative integers and non-negative integers, means 0 and positive integers. Negative integers are the numbers like negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, up to so on, while non-negative integers are 0, 1, 2, 3, up to so on. These non-negative integers are also called as whole numbers. Without 0, the rest of numbers starting from 1 up to an infinity is called natural numbers. If we dive deep into natural numbers are divided into even numbers and odd numbers. Even numbers are the numbers divisible by 2, and those which do not divide it by 2 are odd numbers. These odd numbers then contain prime numbers except 2, which is not an odd number but a prime number. Prime numbers have only two factors, 1 and the number itself. The symbol for the set of all complex numbers is C. Imaginary numbers by lowercase I called iota. Real numbers are represented by capital R, rational numbers by capital Q, while irrational numbers by P or Q dash. Integers are represented by capital Z, whole numbers by W, and the set of natural numbers by N. Let's understand this chain diagrammatically. Let this be an entire set of numbers. Within numbers, we have complex numbers. Complex numbers then have real numbers and imaginary numbers. Within real numbers, there are rational numbers and irrational numbers. Rational numbers then have integers, and integers then have whole numbers. Within whole numbers, we have natural numbers, and within natural numbers, we have even numbers and odd numbers. Odd numbers then contain prime numbers except. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comments. I will answer in the upcoming videos. If you like the video, please like and subscribe.